Workplace bullying. It's a phrase that sends shivers down our spines, conjuring images of hostile work environments and emotional distress. Sadly, this isn't just the stuff of nightmares. It's a harsh reality for countless individuals across the globe. This silent epidemic often lurks in the shadows, leaving victims feeling isolated and powerless. But we're here to shine a light on this critical issue. The statistics are alarming. Studies show that a significant portion of the workforce has experienced some form of bullying at work. This can manifest in many ways, from subtle undermining to overt aggression. The impact on individuals and organizations is immense. We're talking about damaged morale, decreased productivity, and a climate of fear. If you're reading this and resonating with these words, please know that you are not alone. You deserve a workplace free from harassment and intimidation. It's easy to feel overwhelmed and helpless when facing bullying, but there is hope. There are ways to navigate this challenging situation and reclaim your sense of safety and well-being. Throughout this discussion, we'll delve into the complexities of workplace bullying. We'll explore its various forms, its impact on mental health, and most importantly, the steps you can take to protect yourself or support someone you care about. Remember, your voice matters. By sharing our stories and working together, we can create a world where everyone feels respected and valued in their place of work. Workplace bullying can be cunning, often disguised as just a joke or tough love. But let's call it what it is: unacceptable behavior designed to undermine and control. It can take many forms, each leaving its own mark on the victim. Imagine this: you're constantly being criticized, your work belittled no matter how hard you try. Or perhaps you're the target of hurtful rumors, whispered behind your back. Maybe you're being excluded from meetings and social gatherings, made to feel invisible. These are just a few examples of the insidious ways bullying can manifest. The tactics may vary, but the intent remains the same: to diminish, demean, and disempower. The bully thrives on creating a climate of fear and insecurity, leaving their target feeling vulnerable and alone. It's crucial to remember that bullying is never acceptable, regardless of the method or the perpetrator's position. The statistics paint a stark picture, but it's the real-life stories that truly bring home the devastating impact of workplace bullying. Take Sarah, a talented graphic designer whose confidence was shattered by her supervisor's constant nitpicking and public humiliation. She began to doubt her abilities, leading to anxiety and sleepless nights. Then there's John, a dedicated nurse, who endured months of verbal abuse from a colleague. The constant insults and threats took a toll on his mental health, leaving him feeling trapped and hopeless. These stories are not isolated incidents. They represent the countless lives affected by this insidious form of abuse. These experiences highlight the profound emotional, psychological, and even physical consequences of workplace bullying. Victims often describe feeling like they're walking on eggshells, constantly on edge, and fearful of saying or doing the wrong thing. Section 3. The ripple effect. The impact of workplace bullying extends far beyond the individual target. It creates a toxic work environment that affects everyone. When bullying is allowed to fester, it sends a message that disrespect and mistreatment are tolerated. Colleagues who witness bullying may feel torn between speaking up and staying silent out of fear of retaliation. This can lead to a culture of silence, where victims are afraid to come forward and perpetrators feel emboldened to continue their abusive behavior. The ripple effect also reaches beyond the office walls. Victims may withdraw from loved ones, their personal relationships strained by the stress and trauma they're experiencing. The emotional toll can be immense, leading to anxiety, depression, and even thoughts of suicide. Section 1. The silent scream. Imagine carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders, an invisible burden that grows heavier with each passing day. That's what it can feel like to endure workplace bullying. The constant stress, the fear, the self-doubt, they chip away at your spirit, leaving you feeling emotionally drained and mentally exhausted. Workplace bullying doesn't always leave visible bruises, but the emotional wounds can be just as deep, if not deeper. The impact on mental health is undeniable. Victims often describe feeling a range of emotions, from anger and frustration to sadness and despair. It's like a silent scream trapped inside, a cry for help that goes unheard or worse, ignored. The constant negativity and hostility can take a toll on your self-esteem, making you question your worth, both professionally and personally. You might start doubting your abilities, wondering if you're good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. Section 2. A cage of anxiety. The workplace, once a source of purpose and fulfillment, can transform into a place of dread and anxiety. The fear of encountering the bully, the anticipation of their next attack, can create a knot in your stomach that never seems to loosen. You might find yourself dreading going to work, making excuses to avoid interactions, or calling in sick just to get a break from the toxic environment. Sleepless nights become the norm as your mind races with worries and what-ifs. You might find it difficult to concentrate on tasks, your productivity plummeting as you struggle to cope with the emotional turmoil. The stress can manifest physically too, leading to headaches, stomach aches, and muscle tension. This constant state of anxiety can seep into other areas of your life, affecting your relationships with loved ones, your hobbies, and your overall well-being. It's like being trapped in a cage of your own anxiety, the bars made of fear and self-doubt, imprisoning you in a cycle of negativity and despair. Section 3. Invisible scars. Workplace bullying can leave lasting scars even long after the experience has ended. The trauma can linger, shaping your perception of future workplaces and relationships. You might find yourself struggling to trust colleagues, hesitant to open up or form close bonds for fear of being hurt again. The self-doubt and insecurity sown by the bully can take root, making it difficult to regain your confidence and assert yourself in professional settings. You might shy away from opportunities, questioning your abilities or fearing that you'll be targeted again. The emotional toll can lead to more serious mental health issues such as depression, anxiety disorders, and even post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. It's crucial to remember that healing from workplace bullying is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, self-compassion, and often professional support to process the trauma, rebuild your self-esteem, and reclaim your life. Section 1. Finding your voice. When you're caught in the throes of workplace bullying, it's easy to feel powerless and silenced. The bully's tactics are often designed to do just that, to make you feel small, insignificant, and afraid to speak up. But finding your voice is often the first crucial step toward reclaiming your power and taking back control. Remember, you have a right to feel safe and respected at work, and you deserve to be heard. It starts with acknowledging the situation to yourself. Admit that what you're experiencing is not okay. It's not your fault, and you don't have to suffer in silence. Once you've acknowledged the bullying, you can start taking steps to address it. This might feel daunting at first, but remember, you don't have to confront the bully directly, especially if you feel unsafe doing so. Start by confiding in someone you trust, a friend, family member, therapist, or mentor. Talking about what you're going through can help you process your emotions and gain valuable perspective. Section 2. Documenting the storm. Just like a ship's captain keeps a detailed log during a storm, it's essential to document instances of workplace bullying. This serves as a vital record of what you've experienced, providing concrete evidence should you decide to take further action. Think of it as building your case piece by piece, creating a timeline of events that paints a clear picture of the bullying behavior. Start by keeping a journal dedicated to this purpose. Record the date, time, location, and specific details of each incident. Note what was said or done, who else was present, and how it made you feel. If there were any witnesses, discreetly ask if they'd be willing to corroborate your account. Be as specific and objective as possible in your descriptions, avoiding emotional language or personal opinions. Focus on the facts. If you have any emails, texts, or voicemails that serve as evidence of the bullying, save them in a separate folder. This meticulous record keeping can be invaluable if you need to report the bullying to HR or take legal action. Section 3. Building your support system. Navigating the choppy waters of workplace bullying is far easier when you have a strong support system by your side. Just as a lifeboat offers safety during a maritime storm, your support network can provide a lifeline of encouragement, guidance, and strength when you need it most. Reach out to trusted colleagues who've witnessed the bullying or who might be aware of similar situations. They can offer valuable insights, advice, or simply a listening ear. Remember, you are not alone in this. Many people have experienced workplace bullying, and some may have navigated similar situations and can offer guidance based on their experiences. Consider joining online support groups or forums dedicated to workplace bullying. Sharing your experiences with others who understand can be incredibly validating and empowering. Knowing that you're not alone in your struggles can make a world of difference. These groups can also be a valuable source of information, resources, and coping mechanisms. Section 4. Seeking professional guidance. Just as a ship might require the expertise of a skilled navigator to weather a particularly treacherous storm, seeking professional guidance can be instrumental in navigating the complexities of workplace bullying. Don't hesitate to reach out to a therapist, counselor, or legal professional who specializes in workplace harassment. A therapist can provide you with coping mechanisms for dealing with the emotional toll of bullying, helping you manage stress, anxiety, and any other mental health challenges that may arise. They can also help you rebuild your self-esteem and develop strategies for asserting your boundaries in the workplace. If you decide to pursue formal action against the bully or your employer, a lawyer specializing in employment law can guide you through the legal options available to you. They can advise you on your rights, help you gather evidence, and represent your best interests throughout the process. Remember, seeking professional help is a sign of strength, not weakness. In Section 1, a culture of compassion. Combating workplace bullying isn't solely the responsibility of the victim. It requires a collective effort, a united front against any form of harassment or intimidation. Building a culture of compassion and respect starts with each of us, fostering an environment where everyone feels safe, valued, and empowered to speak up. Imagine a workplace where empathy and understanding are the norm, where colleagues are quick to offer support and slow to judge. In such an environment, bullying would find it difficult to take root. We can all contribute to creating this kind of culture. Start by being mindful of your own words and actions. Treat everyone with respect, regardless of their position or background. Be an active listener, offering a compassionate ear to those who might be struggling. Remember, small acts of kindness can have a ripple effect. By promoting a culture of empathy and support, we create a workplace where bullying is less likely to occur and where victims feel empowered to come forward. Section 2. Recognizing the signs. Often, colleagues are the first line of defense against workplace bullying. You might notice changes in a coworker's behavior, a shift in their demeanor, or hear whispers of troubling interactions. Learning to recognize the signs of bullying can be the first step in offering support and taking action. Has a colleague become increasingly withdrawn, avoiding social interactions, or appearing anxious and on edge? Have they experienced a sudden decline in their work performance or an increase in absenteeism? These could be red flags that something is amiss. Pay attention to how others interact with your colleagues. Are they being singled out for criticism, excluded from meetings, or subjected to belittling comments? Is there a noticeable power imbalance in these interactions? Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't dismiss these signs as simply personality clashes or workplace drama. Bullying thrives in silence. By acknowledging the possibility that someone might be suffering, you're creating space for them to feel seen, heard, and potentially supported. Section 3. Speaking up for others. Standing up to a bully can be intimidating, especially in a workplace setting where power dynamics are at play. But remember, your voice matters. By speaking up, you could make a world of difference in someone's life. You don't have to confront the bully directly, especially if you feel unsafe doing so. There are other ways to support your colleague and send a clear message that bullying is unacceptable. Start by offering your support to the person being targeted. Let them know that you've noticed what's been happening and that you're there for them. Encourage them to document the bullying, and explore options for addressing it, whether through HR, mediation, or other channels. If you witness an incident of bullying, speak up. You don't have to be confrontational. Simply stating that the behavior is inappropriate or asking the bully to stop can be enough to disrupt the situation and send a message that their actions won't be tolerated. Your voice can also be a catalyst for positive change within your organization. Advocate for clear anti-bullying policies, training programs that promote a respectful workplace, and confidential reporting mechanisms for victims of harassment. By working together, we can create a workplace where everyone feels safe, respected, and valued. Section 1. A shared responsibility. Eradicating workplace bullying isn't a quick fix. It's a journey we embark on together. It demands a collective awakening, a commitment from individuals, organizations, and society as a whole. We must shift from tolerating such behavior to actively challenging and dismantling the systems that allow it to thrive. Just as it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a community to foster a workplace where every individual feels safe, respected, and empowered. Let's be that community. Let's be the ones who stand up and say enough is enough. This starts with fostering open communication, where individuals feel comfortable reporting bullying without fear of retribution. Organizations must establish clear policies against harassment, provide comprehensive training, and ensure that consequences for perpetrators are swift and meaningful. But our responsibility extends beyond the workplace walls. We must cultivate a culture of empathy and respect in all aspects of our lives. Let's teach our children the importance of kindness, inclusivity, and standing up for what's right. By sowing these seeds early on, we can help create a future where workplace bullying is relegated to the history books. Section 2. Healing and Hope. For those who have weathered the storm of workplace bullying, healing takes time. The journey might be long, but it's essential to remember that you are not alone, and there is hope for a brighter future. Just as a wounded bird seeks shelter to heal its wings, allow yourself the grace and compassion to heal from your experience. Seek support from loved ones, therapists, or support groups. Share your story. Allow yourself to feel the emotions, and know that it's okay to ask for help. Rediscover the activities that bring you joy, nurture your spirit, and remind you of your strength and resilience. Remember, you are not defined by what you've endured. You are courageous, you are worthy, and you deserve to work in an environment free from harassment and fear. As you heal, allow yourself to dream of a workplace where your contributions are valued, your voice is heard, and your well-being is paramount. And to those who have witnessed bullying, remember that your silence won't protect you. It only emboldens the perpetrator and perpetuates a cycle of pain. Find your voice, offer support, and be an advocate for positive change. Together, we can create workplaces where kindness, respect, and compassion prevail.